Once upon a time, there was a good old traditional housewife. She cooked, she cleaned, cared for her children and the man of the house, and of course, she didn't talk back. She was both obedient and soft by nature. She was a good woman who always made good choices.
Shut that shit off.
We're good moms, bad choices.
Two single moms
Who said fuck the patriarchy
shared all their bad choices
and found out they weren't so bad after all.
We're experts,
oversharers,
and your new besties.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to Good Moms, Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Milah.
Happy Wednesday, bitches.
Happy motherfucking Wednesday, beaches.
It's your favorite day of the week, right?
Hump day.
Hump day.
I hope you're humping today. Welcome to February. It's that short 1 month the black people get out of the year, even though we celebrate Black History Month all motherfucking month long. Celebrating love, we're celebrating blackness, we're celebrating black love, we're celebrating love for ourselves. Is it going to be the Journey of Love February?
I love that.
Okay, this month's theme is the Journey of Love February because everybody knows love is a journey.
Oh, God, is it?
And if anybody knows,
always the journey of self-love, the journey of romantic love, the journey of platonic love, the journey in the expansion of love for your children, the giving of love to people that irritate the fuck out of you. It's all a journey.
Love is a journey. I think people think it's a destination. Like, when I fall in love, everything's going to be perfect. No, bitch. It's a journey. It's never ending. It's an ongoing process of always functioning and operating from a place of love. And I don't think it's necessarily always human nature either.
No, I mean, definitely not now in this world and day and age where like hate is cool.
Trauma is so deeply integrated. Not hate is cool.
It is. Like, being a hater is low key kind of cool. And,
is it?
I mean, kind of.
Interesting. Yeah. Obtain loveism. More love. It is definitely, it's harder on the weeks I'm PMSing. Loving is harder when I'm PMSing. I'm working on it. But how are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to work on my love space today because some little bitches at my daughter's school have been fucking with her.
Is this mom shit?
This might be mom shit, but we can get to mom shit later because someone else had some mom shit to share. But maybe we'll just do my mom shit this week where I'm really trying to move in love and give 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds grace.
Good luck.
Because I don't know, for any moms that have encountered bullying at your daughter's or your son's school, this is new territory for me, and so it's really disturbed me especially today. I feel a little bit perturbed and disturbed, just because I feel out of control.
Because what can you do?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I also, like, before today happened, I felt like, okay, like, every child has a rite of passage where they have to, like, encounter these things, right? Like, no one kind of gets to escape feeling called out or bullied or whatever the case may be, and you don't really know when it's going to happen. You just hope that, like, you've armed your kids well and they can sustain or they can stand up for themselves. But then it's like, and then it's also weird when, like, you're cool with the mom whose kid is bullying your kid. Like, that adds an extra layer, and it's just, I'm about to throw all friendships out the window.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all you bitches.
That's difficult.
Fuck the mom group.
Yeah. Because you're not really friends. You're just the mom friend from school. I've had very little experience in the bullying thing. I think like twice. And, you know, it was like one time at your house like years ago. And I think one time on the over the FaceTime. And I called that mom. And it was the same mom from your school. I don't even know how I got into how did I get into the beef? And she don't even go to that school. But yeah, I can only imagine how you're feeling because even me, as the side mom, I want to go over there. I want to trip the bitch.
Not the side mom. Are you the side mom?
I'm the side mom. Listen, I don't even go to the school, so I'll go up to the campus and trip a bitch. I don't mind. Nobody can call me. Nobody can suspend me. I don't care. I will curse a little bitch out. I really will. I have no problem. Don't let me get in the corner with her because I'd be like, I heard you're being a little bitch at school. You think that's cute?
I literally told Irie to call them biatches. I was like, we need to work on your comebacks.
Yeah.
And you have my permission to say biatch. She was like, Mom, I can't say that. I'm like, say biatch.
It's different than bitch.
Call them biatches. It's not a bad word. Tell him your mom told him to say it.
I realize I'm the mom. I will go to the school and you have called a bitch, and I will stand on 10 toes with you. Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to suspend her? Fine, we're going shopping. Oh, Lena, we get a day off.
Well, I have been
that's
slowly trying to get Irie on board with homeschooling. And so I was like, maybe this is God, like, trying to bless us, because the one time I did, I slowly been, like, mentioning it just in joking form. But then the other day, she was like, Mommy, I don't want to go to school. Like, I wish that we could just, like, stay home. And then I was like, well, you could stay home if we were homeschooling. In fact, today we could go to the beach. And this was before the fires, honestly. And then actually, like, the next day the fire started, which was crazy. She's like, look, it happened. I was like, Irie, no, this is not that. And she's like, is this what manifestation is?
Why? Because what did you say?
Well, no, she was just saying.
Oh, close to yourself?
She didn't want to go to school. Yeah, I was like,
and she said that?
Yeah, I was like, no, babe.
Kinda, but that's why you have to be specific.
I was like, this is not that, honey. This is devastation.
You do have to be specific. God did say be specific.
But when I told her we could just do homeschooling, she started crying. I was like, what the fuck is going on? She started crying. Like, I don't want to be homeschooled. Why do you keep saying you're going to be homeschooled? And I was like, oh my God, relax. I'm just kidding, sort of. But now with this bullying happening, I'm like, do I just let it? Do I kind of let her hate school a little bit so that, like, the homeschooling thing sounds like a better option?
No, I don't think we should use bullying.
Not bullying, but like,
she used to stand up for herself and then also fuck
your
at school.
Suck a little bit? I mean,
those bitches are bitches.
I mean, don't you want new friends?
I just came up with a great idea. You want to hear my idea?
What is it?
Take your half of your highest tuition and then just spend it on a homeschool teacher, and then Luna and Irie can share that homeschool teacher.
I mean,
it'd probably be less.
Well, I was trying to tell her. I was like, you're still gonna have friends. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, put you in a homeschool.
Not me reallotting your tuition
with no
money
kids
for us, for the team. You take your half of your tuition money and you spend it on our
child support. And
it's a group. Are you my wife or not? And then spend it on homeschool so we all could live happily ever after at the beach.
It doesn't sound like a bad plan. I could be open to it.
For everyone. I'll do dance. I'm the cheer and dance instructor. Irie, Luna, it's just us three on the team. Our friends are coming over for the competition, so get ready. We're having a recital by me. Also, you know what I just thought of as you were telling the story? And I never thought of it this way. Just because this month I had a pretty terrible PMS. I was just a bitch, and I just literally, there's nothing I could do about it. I knew it was happening, but I couldn't, and I was crying. Even up to the point where, like, I didn't realize there was a proposal happening, but I was just in the bathtub, like, I'm bad at everything. I am a bad girlfriend. I'm just bad. And I was crying in Orlando's arms, and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Not knowing I was getting engaged in the weekend. But I wonder if, like, as women, we underestimate how much hormones even affect us as children.
Oh, I mean,
her like crying like that over homeschool. Like, yes, she's 9, but also, like, as they're coming into puberty, like, the attitudes, the emotions, like, I think that we bypass the fact that they're even being affected in this stage of their lives, and that it takes until we're almost fucking 40 to be like, what the fuck is happening? But it actually starts being implemented at puberty, and we're not realizing, like, that overt emotionalness and, like, not knowing where to put it is probably stems from hormones too.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that she was actually hurt also.
Yes,
her fucking friends are being bitches.
They're not her friends.
Like, exactly, which I was trying to explain to her lightly, but I was just like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's all very strange to me how the tables are turning. And then I was on the phone with her teacher today, and she was like, everything hit the fan today. I'm actually really happy about it, because I had been, like, messaging the teacher telling her, like, over the last few days, Irie has been getting bullied, and she doesn't want me to tell you, but I need you to, like, keep a lookout for her and see what the fuck is going on. So she calls me, and then she's like, with my daughter, like, I've told her that, some girls are just jealous. They're just jealous of you. And I was like, yeah, I just, like, I understand that
I know that's not your favorite.
That's not. I'm already triggered by that idea too, just because, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about this on the show. Like, that was, like, my mom's angle with women, and it really deteriorated my relationship with women and girls growing up. Like,
do you think it affects you now? Like, when you have beefs with people, do you ever be like, is your first go-to to be like, they're jealous of me?
No, not anymore. But it was for a long time. Like, I don't ever think that anymore. I always know there's something else. I actually am like, babe, like what happened in your childhood? like that's my first thing. Let's go from the beginning.
Where were you born?
When was the last? Have you been holding your breath all day? No, but I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. That's not the angle I'm gonna go with her. That's just not gonna happen. But,
No, but
even if it is true, I mean, perhaps it is, and unless I'm really experiencing that and I have facts behind this, like I'm not going to start doing that. But anyway, all that to say is that I'm trying to access the love within and allow the mommy bear in me to just be tame and know that this is just a season and it's just this week, or maybe it will transpire and continue on. I don't know, but just having grace also for like, I know in particular, one of the little girls has had a really hard time with a parent, and so just like trying to understand and be loving even when like my child is like, I guess I don't want to say suffering, but she's in pain right now, and I'm trying to understand and give the school and these little bitches grace.
No, I think you're doing the right thing, and I think sometimes because I've had conversations with Luna too, and I've just had to tell her without telling somebody else's business, so they won't go back and repeat it. Like, hey, you have to consider that other people are going through things and they may not even realize it. She's probably sad. She's probably hurt for other reasons unrelated to you. And sometimes you can't, like most of the times you can't take it personally. And then I realized we have this very important role that we have the ability to plant a seed right now that in life, as she gets older, when she has problems with bitches, her first reaction, like ours, is not like, I'm gonna punch you in the face, but more like, oh babe, like what's going on with you? You know what I mean? Especially for someone who's like previously been, a friend. But I think that like, yeah, I realize I'm very Philly and my mom is very like, I'll punch a bitch in the face. So am I. But does that really help? No, like you have to be able to have insight to give your kid compassion as they get older, so that they do have the confidence to check a bitch, but also to understand that this ain't even got nothing to do with me.
Yeah. I will say that throughout this scenario, though, I had like a very like proud mom, like this feeling of like, okay, I did the right thing. Like, have you ever had that happen where like you handle a situation and it's like, it actually excites you. Like, oh my God, this is what parenting is all about. Like, finally, like I get this moment to like brand what perhaps maybe my mom would have done in this situation or what I experienced in this situation and like totally change the narrative around it. And, because at first I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to let the school deal with this. And I was like, wait, no, she doesn't want me to do that because already my daughter is like kind of, keeps in like her emotions and her feelings. And she confided me in this and asked me not to share. So I'm like trying to also protect her privacy. But I was really...
Here you are talking about it on a podcast.
I know. Sorry, Irie. But I talked to her mostly just about just standing up for herself. And like that this is an opportunity for you to stand up for yourself. And, ask your friends a question. Ask them like, hey, like that really hurt my feelings. Are we friends? Like that's as simple as it has to be. Because I can't... What the fuck would she say? No, yes. Like,
oh, cool, because I don't have to.
Yeah, and then I was like, and then you get your answer. And then one of the other thing I said, just take note. I was like, take note. Because like after the situation happened the first time, she's like, oh, we played the next day. We're fine. I said, interesting. Okay. Take note.
It's so crazy how forgiving kids are and how unforgiving adults are because you've had other experiences.
It's forgiving. It's just trying to get through it.
Yeah.
And also like not wanting to like lose her friend group, not like there's a rhythm going, she likes it, it's comfortable, and the idea of it being changed or interrupted in any way is more important than like her standing up for herself.
Yeah.
So I really drilled that into her over this week, and granted I don't think she took my advice, but I know that she's listening. And so that's like the most important thing, that like at some point she'll come back to this. And I was like, do you think your dad lets people punk him? Hell no. And I said, do you think I let people punk you? Nah. And I was like, you ain't no punk. And you're not about to let people punk you, period.
I know. And I also thought about that too, because I'm like, the black way is, you better not be letting anybody fucking punk you. because I'll punk you.
Well, that's kind of like the angle that I took on in a lighter level,
right? Like not so like
very
like actually she needs compassion.
It was
right
the
now.
diet version of that.
Right.
It was compassionate, but also like, this is not going to do. You don't come from a lineage of women that take shit, so you're not about to start taking shit. Fuck that. You have no problem telling me what you need and
that's
what
you're
no.
saying.
So like, we're not about to do that.
Yeah, and you know what? I think we sometimes be like, a lot of times parents brush it under the carpet because there's other things going on. Kids will be kids, girls will be girls type shit. But I'm just realizing like those things, those little small things like plant seeds. And even I'm thinking in our book, I wrote in like the first, I don't know, like chapter or 2 chapters, there was a specific part in my life. I was like in 6th grade and these girls were like wanting to fight me. And I don't know why this was significant when I was reading the book, but I just remembered having this option, like either I'm going to be scared because I was, or I'm going to go meet the bitch. And I knew I had to go meet the bitch. You know, I was like, this is not going to look good permanently if I just like fear. Like I just remember so vividly clear. And that was my first time having the understanding and the memory of choosing to stand up for myself and choosing to say fuck the fear.
You don't forget it. You don't forget that moment, because I think all of us, like whenever that's happened, you remember that shit. I remember when I did it. And by the way, y'all, if you haven't read our book, A Good Mom's Guide to Making Bad Choices, definitely do. You can buy this on Amazon. You can listen on Audible. Listen to our sexy voices on Audible. And it's an easy read. It's really heartfelt. It's very informative and
It's very honest.
and will help you. Anyway, yeah, that's that.
Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. It's like the growing pains of the children that you're raising. You know, you feel what they feel, and this is not going to be the last time. And it maybe won't be bullying, because I will beat a bitch's ass, especially as they get older. But also like heartbreaks. You know, relationships are going to be those things.
Oh my God, if a nigga breaks my baby's heart,
I'm gonna beat his ass
Lord,
too.
how we gonna stay out of it? Lord, give me strength. How am I gonna stay out of it?
You know, they have to grow their own,
How did my
their
mom
tough
do it?
skin.
How did she do it?
Oh my God, I remember one time somebody was bullying.
Wait, did you see in the news that Redman apparently punched Method Man supposedly punched his daughter's ex-boyfriend in the face 6 times at the gym? And
yeah,
and
I said, I scrolled right past it and said, sounds justified to me. I was like, yeah. And then also there was somebody.
Supposedly it didn't happen. Supposedly now they're saying it didn't happen. But if it did, I mean, shit.
You know, I wish my dad would have punched more people.
So do I. I wish sometimes my dad would have protected me more, because a lot of times whenever I came to him with heartbreak, he didn't have a lot of remorse for me.
Because he's a man, and he figured that's not going to be, he wasn't wrong, but it's not going to be the first or last time it happens.
Yeah, but like a girl needs protection from her father. And like, I think that also sent me down a path of like, just accepting a lot of things from men. And like, you know, obviously this month we're talking about love and like, honestly, the origins of our love space. And like, when I think about that, like that really does and has impacted me as an adult on like how I view, like, I don't want to say my worthiness, but it's more so like that I've normalized.
Am I being protected?
Normalizing certain things that shouldn't be normal, but just because my dad said this is what niggas do.
Yeah.
You know?